Number 6. A sporting goods manufacturer requires 3/4 yards of fabric to make a pair of soccer shorts. How many shorts can be made from 15 yards of fabric? So anytime we have something larger that we want to break up into smaller pieces, we're going to divide. Here we have 15 yards of fabric that we want to break up into several pairs of soccer shorts. So we're going to do 15 divided by 3/4. Anytime you're dividing by a fraction, you flip the fraction over and multiply. 15 times 3/4, or 15 times 4/3 is 20. So we can make 20 pairs of shorts. Number 7. Sam wants to run 2.5 miles for his workout. If he has already completed 9/10 of a mile, how much further does he have to run? Well, he's already done 2.5, or he wants to do 2.5, he's already done 9/10, so we should subtract out the 9/10. Converting the 2.5 to a fraction, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So this is 5/2 minus 9/10. We do need to find a common denominator. Between 2 and 10, the common denominator will be 10. So we'll multiply the first fraction by 5/5. This leaves us with 25/10 minus 9/10. 25 minus 9 is 16/10. This is 1 6/10, and 6 and 10 have a 2 in common. So this leaves us with 1 3/5. So he has 1 3/5 of a mile left to run. Number 8. Catherine is a college student who works part-time at a coffee house. She works 5 5/6 hours on Monday, 3 3/4 hours on Wednesday, and 8 hours on Thursday. How many hours did she work altogether? Well, this is just adding things up. 5 5/6 plus 3 3/4 plus 8. So if I start by just adding the numbers, 5 plus 3 is 8, plus another 8 is 16. And then I'll deal with the fractions separately. The common denominator between 6 and 4 is 12. So I'll multiply 5/6 by 2/2, and I'll multiply 3/4 by 3/3. This leaves me with 16 plus 10/12 plus 9/12. 10 plus 9 gives me 19/12. And 19/12 is going to be 1 7/12. Now adding the 16 and the 1 leaves me with 17 7/12. So she's worked 17 7/12 hours altogether. Number 9. In a study of workplace security at a particular company, 13 of the 49 female employees thought that the lighting in the parking lot was the most important improvement needed, and 11 of the 42 male employees agreed. Which group represented the greater proportion? So the females were 13 out of 49, while the males were 11 out of 42. So we could find a common denominator here to compare the fractions, but it'll be easier to just convert these to decimals. So 13 out of 49 is going to be roughly 0.2653. 11 out of 42 is roughly 0.2619. So we can compare these and see that the females had a larger proportion. Number 10. After filling a gas tank, the odometer read 42,911.8 miles. After the next filling, it read 43,373.3 miles. If it took 13.5 gallons of gas to fill the tank, how many miles per gallon did the driver get? We want to round to the nearest tenth of a mile. So the first thing is to figure out how far he actually went. Well, when he stopped, he was at 43,373.3. Subtracting the fact that he started at 42,911.8 gives us that he went 461.5 miles. Dividing this by the fact that he took 13.5 gallons of gas gives us our miles per gallon, which rounded to the nearest tenth would be 34.2 miles per gallon.